thing on my mind that I had was Louis C.K. did a recent Madison Square Garden event on his website on January the 28th in American time and January 29th in New Zealand time, and it was at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. I think I've got it on my phone. But it was a really good event, and he had Ravi Coltrane, this like supporting band, and then you had these two comedians, John Fish and I believe Adrian Ipalucci. Adrian Ipalucci is the girl, the lady that did it like back in November when I mentioned it on the podcast, right? She did it back in November. She was the supporting act, and they were both good, but I think John Fish's humour was a bit different though. I kind of liked that. Like you had a bit different humour. It wasn't too dark. Because Louis C.K. goes a bit wild, having jokes like "Would you rather be eaten by a baby" and all that, and like putting on these crazy accents, like Japanese accents, and making a mockery of it. But I do like that when comedians just joke about everything. It just shows that they don't they don't have a thing where they restrictively do it so that we don't want to offend everyone or we can't offend people and all that. Good to see people just joking about it, and if a comedian is intended is and if the comedian's intention is for you to make the audience laugh, that's a good thing. But if the comedian is there to offend people and look down upon people and not have a funny intention about it, then that just tells you that they have to make a distinction between those two things. So like yeah, but so Louis C.K. the show was good, I think, but the thing, but what I do want to say is like seeing it on that TV just decreased the enjoyment a little bit because it wasn't live. But then again, who someone like me is not going to be flying out to Madison Square Garden, so of course I'm not going to go there. But it's just kind of like when it's like a live event and you're there in the moment, it's different to when you're at home. It's you can apply it to analogy when you go watch a movie, right? You see it in the theaters and it's a much better experience than at home. It depends on the film though. And then you have like rock concerts or music concerts. It's like the concert itself is more immersive and you're more in the crowd and all of that stuff versus being at home and listening to the album. But it just depends really. You can't really do anything about that if you don't have the time. And another thing to add about the Louis C.K. event is that there was like 18,000, I'm pretty sure there was 18,000 people that came to the live event and 30,000 people who watched it at home, which is actually kind of insane, and all those ticket things. And my dad actually counted it up, and it was about Lucy K made about $800,000 off of that. I did watch with my dad. I did that in November as well. So yeah, like Louis C.K. man, it was a good event. I'd say so myself. I do still like Louis C.K. But my mum and dad actually saw Jimmy Carr live as well. That's just a little other thing to mention. They saw him live, but I couldn't see him live. And you obviously know about the Isaac Butterfield situation. But I'm not going to get too into that